Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we will be focusing on a very important concept, and that is understanding the behavior of the market when it is in a trending phase, or identifying the behavior of the market to continue with the trend. Because whenever we see price action happening where there is a pullback or where there is weak rejection, um, we normally want to sell the market, but that isn't enough confirmation for us actually to be able to say that the trend is going to move to the upside. So as a trader, what everyone is teaching is they say that the market is moving by creating higher highs and higher lows. Now this is what everyone is teaching us, right? And in this video, if we want to understand the behavior of the market, we should be focusing on what actually happens in the pullbacks when there is a trending phase happening. So let's say we want to have entries, right? We should only be focusing on the lows in an uptrend, right? Whenever the market is moving to the upside, we do not look for sells, we only want buys, right? And the lows is very important areas in the market because number one, they will give us a confirmation that the trend is going to move to the upside. Number two, the lows in the market will also give us an area where we can put our stop losses, and it will also give us confirmation that this is a continuation pattern that's happening in the market. So the true behavior of the market, as you guys can see here, we have a clear bullish phase. The market is moving to the upside, and I just want to have a copy of this. So here you guys can clearly see, right? The market is in a trending phase, and it is creating higher highs and higher lows. But the question is this the actual behavior of the market? Is this how the market moves? Does the market actually move by creating higher highs and higher lows? And what happens during these phases? So here we have our first trend, and this is followed by a pullback, a continuation followed by a pullback, continuation followed by a pullback. And here we had a pattern formation happening, higher low, sorry, a higher high, continuation, a break, and a continuation to the upside. Now this is the actual behavior of the market, and this is what we are being taught as traders. Remember, whenever the masses are being there's a teaching among the masses of one specific thing, and everyone is doing it, and that thing fails, everyone fails. Now, for the sake of this video, I want us to understand these patterns that happens in the market and how we can use that for our entries, how we can use that also for our confirmation. For the sake of this video, we will be on the Nasdaq 100, and we will be on the 1 hour time frame. Now, over here, there's three things that we need before we trade using these patterns, and they are actually continuation patterns. So here we had a trend happened, and then there was this move that actually happened in the market. We see that the market was moving to the upside, and then there was a pullback. All right, when this pullback happened, the market created this low over here, but price didn't break lower than this area. And we can also see that this is a continuation pattern that was happening over here. Here we can see price went into this pattern, and over here we see the formation of a higher low, and Now we have two things. We have the lowest point, the first low that was created in this trend, followed by a higher low, which is our entry if we wanted to actually take this trade. We want to go long. So this will be our entry point. This is where we will put our stop loss, just below or equal to this, and then let's say you took your first entry at this point. So now let's say you wake up maybe the next day and this is the current price action. So you guys can see we have what we want to have. We have our phase happening. Here we can see the market is trending to the upside over here, and then it created the highs, and then we have some new lows. But price failed to break lower than this point, and that was followed by a higher low. Now if you want to use this method of trading, you should only focus on a 1 hour time frame, and you should only wait for the higher high formation to take this trade. Then you take another position. This one will have a bigger stop loss, but trust me, it's always worth it. Let's say we go for our first entry at this position over here, right? And as you guys can see, this is some good positional trading. This is what we use to only stay on the right side of the market, right? We do not look for sells. We're in a bullish phase. We only want to have our buys. Here we see the market created this high, and this is an important high. We see they created these lows. Now, many of you guys would have said, oh, I would have entered here, but there was no clear lower high formation. And I will wait for a candle like this to appear just to give me that continuation happening in the market. So over here we see the market created this level, which is my higher low formation. We see price moved away, came back, didn't break above, and then we had a second retest of the zone. And here we have another entry with our stop loss at the low. We're only looking for buys. It is an uptrend. We don't want sells. We're only looking for our buy entries. Here we have another good entry in the market with our stop loss below this level. We have another entry. We see the market creating these highs. We see these highs actually happening, and then we see that the market created a low, but it didn't go lower than this area. Here we can see the formation of the higher low in this trend, and I would have taken my entry over here with my stop loss below this level, and I would have had my take profit around here. This is all you do. The market is pushing to the upside. All we want to have is we want to have entries for our buys. Now you guys can see the market didn't come back to our stop loss. It didn't hit our stop loss. The only thing that happened in the market was that there was continuation happening. But here you can see we have a lot of entries that we could have taken in this trend, right? So number one, the first thing that you need to identify is you need to have a trending phase. If there's no trend, there's no entry. What happens after the trend? You have your continuation pattern happening, where price fails to break the lows in the market. The lows in an uptrend is an important area. Here we have the market creating this low, followed by another low. Price failed to break lower than this area. The next thing we wait for is we wait for a higher low formation, because we already have two confirmations, right? Number one, this is a bullish phase and price is moving to the upside. Number two, price failed to break lower than the previous low that was created. And then we have a clear lower high formation. And there we have our trend. This is the only thing that we need as traders, right? We know the movement is higher highs and higher lows, but the actual movement of the market is not like this. This is the movement of the market. And the reason why it moves so crazy is because when the market is clearly moving to the upside, they want us to sell. And when the market is moving to the downside, they want us to buy. And we as traders should learn to have more patience when it comes to our trading, and also wait for the market to create the conditions for our entries. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the next video, we will be focusing on reversal patterns and how the market moves in a downtrend.